Hello. So today we'll see how we'll do competitor research and all that, and what is the main methodology while running a Facebook ad before actually running the ad. What things you should note down, or else how you should proceed forward, and what your strategy should be. So we'll take an example like a basic catering niche. Catering is a very small kind of niche because catering targets only a small group of people in like a specific location. Like if at all a catering service is available in, let's say, Hyderabad, so they will be targeting like people around Hyderabad and in Hyderabad, because they can't target other people in the outside location. So we'll look how to target the people in Hyderabad location, or else how to know who are specific target audience for us, because uh, while running a Facebook ad campaign, or let's say any other ad campaign, our target audience should be right. If at all the target audience isn't right, then what we are doing is we are wasting the client's money. So we'll see how to set the right target audience, or else how we should proceed forward while doing all that. So let's see. I'll share my screen. Hmm. So for firstly, for first and what we'll do is we'll do a little bit of competitor research. Like as I said, we are targeting a catering company in a location of Hyderabad. So what we'll do is we'll do basic competitor research. So we'll type in like Hyderabad catering services. Okay, we'll do a Google search related to it, and we'll find like various multiple research using Google My Business, and also who are doing SEO. So first of all, our target should be people who has websites, or let's say company who has websites of their own. So we'll go to their websites. Like let's say these are all the websites. Okay, let's take these four. Uh, so what we'll do is we'll go to their website and find their first Facebook page, as we are targeting currently Facebook. So we'll look out if they have, like, yeah, they have a Facebook page. Okay, let's go to the Facebook page. We'll open one more as well. Uh, okay, let's take this as an example itself. So first of all, while doing competitor research, we should find out that whether the competitor is running ads or not. So for that, what we'll do is okay, uh, we'll scroll down and there is a section like page transparency. We'll click on see all. Okay, currently they aren't running any ads, so let's see if they have run ads previously, because there might be a situation where they are targeting people specifically in a span of year, like wedding season maybe in November. I'm guessing November, December might be a wedding season, so that time they might be running ads, and they aren't running ads right now. So there is a possibility of that, so we look out. Okay, so they haven't run any ad till now, so that's a good thing for us. So what we'll do is we'll do similar kind of competitor research for other websites as well, like for other Facebook pages and all that, so we can get a better idea like what kind of people they are targeting, or let's say what kind of ad copies or what kind of image or video they are using to target people. So that would be the first thing. And after that, what happens is, as I said, targeting is a very small niche because you can't target people right away. So and also you need to have a right specific audience for that. So what we'll do is we'll go to Facebook Audience Insights. Facebook Audience Insights is actually a tool where Facebook collects all the data of people, what they are doing, or else what people likes more. It also filters out using demographics and all that. So we'll do a basic research like what people are people like what kind of pages people like in the Hyderabad city. Okay, so in Hyderabad, uh, actually Facebook divides them using various categories. So we'll search for a category which is like related to us. So arts and entertainment is one of the thing, because uh, art we require various artistic things on a wedding, let's say, or as a corporate event. So one would be this. So here there are like uh, few pages which are like top in the Hyderabad city. So these are one. Uh, we can use them in our like Facebook campaigns to target people, and also maybe another thing like, yeah, one second, yeah. Uh, food and beverage company. Okay, this is one of the things we can target this as well. So these are the right keywords. And also one of the main things, like uh, what happens in the what happens in that specific niche, like let's say we are targeting a niche which is related to a hospital, uh, and the hospital specialization in, let's say, heart related thing, maybe heart transplant. So what we'll do is we'll see whatever the thing is related to heart transplant in a specific city, uh, and also, let's say, heart transplant is also a global niche, because people, if they are specialization in heart transplant, people from other parts of the world, or let's say other part of the countries, will also visit them. So we'll use that, we'll obviously use audience insights again, and we'll use age there, because uh, people will find out for what the people like, what age group is more inclined towards heart related things. So we'll target them. So sorry, we'll search about them, and also uh, or also we can find them based upon their interest. Like if we are targeting people who are inclined in technology, let's say, so we'll go and search about people who like computers and all, so that we can have a much better idea. Like in demographics, you can see 81% of men are into that place, and how many people from the country are into that, and what kind of job titles they have, and all that. So this would be helpful for us in target in running applying a successful Facebook campaign. This would be the first thing. So let's get into the Facebook Ads Manager. So this is the whole platform where which Facebook uses to deploy ads. So first, there are three major categories in Facebook ad campaigns. One would be awareness, second is consideration, and third is conversion. So in awareness, there are two multiple goals. One is brand awareness. So basically, what brand awareness does is, Facebook will show the ad only to those people who can recall your brand, or let's say your post, for like 2 to 3 days afterwards, because Facebook doesn't want brand awareness to be like just show the ad and leave it off. Facebook only targets the specific set of people who can remember your ad, or let's say can remember your business after 2 days also. That would be one thing. And second is reach. Reach is more like how uh, how many people should the post should reach. Like it should reach either 100, 200, 300, depends upon people to people. That would be one thing. And traffic is like transferring your uh, what you call, like Facebook visitors, or let's say the ad viewers, to a specific website. It can either be a landing page, let's say a website, or else a form, or else something like that, so that people can view something. Like if at all, let's say you are affiliate of a hosting service provider, so you can run you can't run affiliate ads on Facebook directly. So what you will do is you will write an article related to your affiliate on your website, and then run the ad on the website, targeting traffic as a using traffic as a goal, so that whenever someone clicks on that ad, they'll get transferred to your website, and they'll read the article related to it, and if they like, they'll buy it. So that would be the one thing. You can use that traffic campaign in multiple other scenarios. Next is engagement. If at all you want post engagement, like share and all that, then you'll target engagement campaign. This is more of a credibility thing, because if you want like to show people, or get more like followers kind of thing, then you'll use engagement. App installs. If you are, let's say, an app developer, and you have an app on Google Play Store, or else Apple Store, so what you'll do is you'll target app installs, and so that people can install ads on your on their mobile phones and use it. And next is video views. If you are like want more video views, as the word itself say, if you want views and all that, you'll go for video views. Next is lead generation. Lead generation is like you in lead generation, you can get the contact details of the specific person, like their name, email address, or let's say phone number, so that you can target them afterwards. Like you can call them, or else email them related to your product or service. You can go, more importantly, lead generation is all about getting the right contact details, because if you get the contact details of the person who is not interested in your business or service, then it is no use. You'll just be spending your ad money on something which is not working out. So in lead gen, most of the you must have the right kind of target audience. Next is messages. If you want people to message you over your page and ask for things and all that, so you can use messages as your campaign. Conversions. Uh, if you require conversions, like people should pay out something and then go uh, pay out, or let's say buy a product uh, or a service, then you should use a conversion campaign. For conversion campaign, we use something called as Facebook Pixel. So what we'll do is we'll paste a Facebook pixel code on your website, let's say a landing page. So whenever people click on your ad, they'll go to the landing page. Facebook Pixel will trigger out. Then after the payment, you should redirect them to another third page. Third page would be your conversion page. So whenever, sorry, second page would be your conversion page. So whenever people go to the second page after completing the payment, so Facebook Pixel will again trigger, and the Facebook will count that as one conversion, so that you'll know how many people have gotten converted using your ad campaign. So this would be helpful in doing analytics as well, because you'll get to know which kind of campaign are targeting people the right way and which aren't. So this is one of the things. And the catalog sales, obviously Facebook has something called as catalogs for the pages, so we can do catalog sales as well. So you can create a catalog in the Facebook Facebook ad campaign itself, so people can get targeted using that. And also store traffic is one of the thing. Store traffic will be showing people what it is more of like an offline business. If at all you have a offline store and people want you want people to visit your offline store and buy from it, will run something called as store traffic campaign. So now for an example, we'll run a campaign as well. We'll go with, let's say, engagement campaign. Okay. So what kind of engagement you want? Do you want either page likes or else event responses or else post engagement? Let's go for page likes, because let's say we are targeting a newly created page and we want some Facebook likes to them, so that we'll get to uh, like uh, we can increase our credibility over there. So we'll click on continue. Uh, okay, right, yeah. So Facebook ad campaigns are actually divided into three structures. One is Facebook campaign, the other is ad set and ad. So you can have multiple ad set under a single campaign, and you can have multiple ads under a single ad set. I'll repeat it again. You can have a single campaign and you can have multiple ad set under it. And also under multiple ad sets, you can have multiple ads as well. Like on a single ad set, you can have multiple ads. It's up to you how you want to do that. And next, like you can name your campaign from here. Next, if at all you are a government organization or else running a social issue related ad, you can use this. Uh, use this ad, select the specific category. Next, as I said, our main objective is page likes. Okay. So campaign, you can set the campaign limit here as well, but you can also do it on the ad set level as well. So it's up to you. Next is A/B testing. If at all you want to see which strategies are working and which strategies aren't, so you can use A/B testing as well. Campaign budget optimization. Campaign budget optimization is like one of the features that Facebook provides. Like it optimizes your bid strategy. Let's say you have assigned like $10 to a campaign. So Facebook will use that $10 in the best possible way to get best possible results out of it. So that is one of the thing. And next we'll go to ad set. Okay. On the ad set, you can name again ad set as well, and you can select your specific page, which page you from which page do you want to run your ads. And next, daily budget and set schedule. Like as I said, you can also set budget on the ad set level as well. So you can do here like, do you either want a lifetime budget or let's say daily budget? So you can set up amount there. This is one of the thing, and you can yeah, as I said, from audience insights, you have to target your audience from whatever data you have collected from audience insight, or let's say your competitors. You have to target them based upon this. Next is obviously age. What kind of age are you targeting? Because if at all you are looking for, as I said previously, if you are looking for people who are heart patients, you should be targeting a people of age like above 40s and all. And if you are targeting people mostly who are teenagers, so like you are a t-shirt brand, you'll obviously target teenagers. So that would be. And also if you can set demographic as well, like either Hyderabad, or let's say they based upon their interest as well, like what kind of things they like, what kind of behavior they have, and all that. You can also use language as well, but it is recommended that you use English. That basic because people who are using Facebook mostly know English. So yeah, you can use English, and if at all you want some specific thing, you can always change the language as well. You can also cost control it based upon your preferences. Yeah, this is all about ad set. And also, yeah, you can create saved audience, like saved audience, and also you can create like lookalike audience. So what happens is, lookalike audience are the people who are like what you call, who have visited your website, or let's say who have liked your page. uh, like let's say 1,000 people have visited your website, so 1,000 people will have somewhat the other similarities with the other 1,000, or let's say another 1 lakh or 2 lakh people. So Facebook will compare this similarity to the other people and create a lookalike audience, like so who are the better audience to get like your page, or let's say get converted. That is one of the thing. And also, as you can see on the right hand side, there is something called as audience definition, like how Facebook is predicting, like on a given budget, how many people are going to like your page on a daily basis, and how many people the post is going to reach. That is one of the things that helps us a lot, but this is still an estimation. Sometimes it happens, sometimes it gets low, sometimes it gets high. It totally depend upon what kind of ad we are running, or else what kind of campaign we are running. So this is how Facebook methodology works, like from one by one. Next would be obviously ad level. Again, you can change your ad. As you can see on the right hand side, the Facebook shows us uh, the way it will look in the platform. So uh, okay, here you can name it again, and as you know, we have selected our page previously. So here it is. We can we can either give it a video, or let's say an image, or else even use even use other default images which Facebook provides, like stock images. So you can use that as well. You can see how you are tracking it, like website events and all that, app events, or else offline events. You can do all that. You can review your ad campaign as well. So this is all about Facebook. So first of all, basic thing is, you should always have your computer research done perfectly, because if you do your computer research perfectly, you will get to know about what kind of people you are targeting, or let's say what kind of people might like your page or might get converted. So for that, as I said, you can use Facebook transparency in the Facebook page of your competitors, or use Facebook audience insights. And also you can visit their websites and see what kind of things they have, and whether they have installed Facebook Pixel or not. For that, you have a plugin by Facebook itself, Facebook Pixel Helper, as you can see on my screen. Facebook Audience Helper, Facebook Pixel Helper gets us to know whether they are running a Facebook Pixel on their website or not. For an example, let's visit a website. Uh, this is one of my experimental websites where I use to do experiments and all that. So here, see, actually, you can see that they have a Facebook Pixel code here. Uh, Facebook Pixel code. They also have like conversion. They have also opted for a conversion here. So yeah, so this is one of the ways you can target your you can know about your competitors in a better way, so that you can run Facebook ads like better than them, not like them, but better than them. So yeah, that's all about it. So